All right, and a pleasant good morning to you from Tony'sPicks.com, and welcome here to Night Moves here for a Wednesday with DeAndre Stevenson joining me. I said, please, DeAndre, where are you? I want you to come by and tell me how excited everyone is in Louisiana for Lane Kiffin, even though it was news is a day old there, kind of, but not really. I'm sure there was a plenty of the headlines today, right? The newspapers and the shows talking about Kiffin. And yeah, you know what? Hey, when you go ahead and do a program good, he's leaving Ole Miss in good hands. I know it feels ugly because nobody wants to have this situation where you got to leave your team and the playoffs are coming up, but he sure looked good in that. Uh, I wish I had a nice purple suit like that, Dion. You know, you can see the purple in there in that suit during the press conference. So, uh, look, in all fairness, DeAndre, LSU's been a graveyard for coaches over these last few years. They spent a lot of money and not getting the results that they wanted. So, how fired up is everybody?
Yeah, man. We ready to go, man. We ready to get the top prospects, man. And send them down to that boot, man. Get ready for this LSU team to make take a step up. We seen that though they already got the lines out. LSU already favored over Ole Miss in a revenge game next
Oh,
season. So the line tell you everything you need to know, man.
better get your
But
tickets
now
early.
though,
You sold out already.
but now though, man. Good morning slash good night to everybody, man. How everybody doing? Timmy Two Shoe, Cal Dog, man. Shout out to everybody. Here with Mr. Ramon. He been high trying to get along with him to break some of these games down with y'all, man. Night moves, y'all know we here every night trying to break it down for y'all. So let's do it. Money making Wednesday, man. Trying to print as much money as we can for them Christmas presents. So.
Oh, it's the best month of the year, DeAndre, except for the day that I get older. But that's okay. It's still a few weeks away. Uh,
Okay, your birthday this month, Mr. Ramon.
yeah, I mean, I don't
What day?
want
What day? What day?
to. On the 28th, DeAndre.
Okay, December 28th. Everybody better be here. We're gonna be singing happy
Oh my
birthday for Mr.
God.
Ramon right here on Night Moves.
Jeez, I'm getting old. Getting old, young man. Hey,
25, 25.
oh my God, DeAndre. Jeez.
That's how
Oh,
old you is, Mr. Ramon.
oh, do I have to say, DeAndre? I'm still in my 50s. All right, let's say there, still in my 50s here, but not for very.
25, 25, 25. We're gonna tell
That's
everybody 25.
all right. Well, that's what gives us the chemistry that we got. All right, you're teaching me a lot, and I'm hopefully passing some stuff. You helped me. Hey, I've been hot. Where you been? I've been hot, but I cooled down on Tuesday night. But let's go over to Tony'sPicks.com and take a look at what's going on over at the website before we get rolling with previews here tonight, and take a look at who was hot at least on Tuesday night. And man, there was some great college basketball going, some late NBA there with those all those injuries, and Oklahoma City did it again. Geez, these
Yeah.
guys are crazy. But let's take a look. Let's go over there to Tony'sPicks.com and see there. Oh, DeAndre. Oh, sure. Oh, sure, DeAndre. Leave me alone for a couple of days and only come back and visit me after you go 4-0 on the day
No,
here. Let's take a look what's
no.
on. At least I'm there on the 7-day leaderboard. There you are. Great night. What'd you do, DeAndre? I'm going to peek at it and ask you what's going on with these. SC late night. DeAndre, when did you put that play in? And where USC came up with those injuries late? I bet them too. I didn't play them on the site, but USC came up a little bit lame in the injury department late. Did you already have that play in, or did you just think
Yeah,
this?
I put that play in last night.
Oregon
I
was
put that
missing
play in
players.
last night.
Oregon had injuries too, but
I was
SC.
looking at it. I was looking at it real hard, and I was going through it, and I really wanted to be on Oregon. Like as you seen, Oregon came out. It was kind of in control the
Yeah,
whole game up into halftime. But I put that play in last night, so it kind of didn't affect me. But I hit
but
my last
Oregon 0
five.
7. They were 0-7 against the spread, right? I mean,
Yep, yep, and it was just a good right spot for him. We seen that this Oregon team is not really good. So like I said, man, just trying to find the edge,
What
just
about the
trying to find the best lines for y'all.
what about the Celts there last night? You had
Oh
them
yeah, yeah, yeah. We just know that
and
the Knicks
yeah, that
not
was
good
a
on
good
the
pick.
road. The
No,
Knicks
yeah.
not good on the road, and I seen the Celtics as an underdog, and I hurry up and made sure I got on it because I looked 5 minutes later and it was gone. So I got
Mhm.
down on that early. Michigan State.
Oh, they
We know
roll.
this South
Already
Carolina
rolled.
team ain't good, so just getting a good feel for the board right now. I hit my last 5 plays.
Oh my
Mr. Ramon been hot, so
God.
pair
Okay.
us up for the holidays, man. 2 for 1 Capper deal. Tony T at checkout, and let us help us put some money in y'all pockets, man. I'm ready to break down the game. We got some good college games on the board for y'all, so let's do it, man.
There's the
You see
handicap
me and
for
Mr.
Michigan.
Ramon
Here
side by
it is.
side.
That's the
Y'all
way it
see
should be,
us?
right? Yep. That we should be able to do it here. And you've been heating up here too over the last week or so. Yeah, man, I started slow tonight, picked up a couple of wins late, but my hot streak kind of came to an end here. I'll call it the winning streak may have
Start it
ended
back
here.
up, Mr.
We'll
Ramon.
just
Start
start
it
it up
back
right
up.
now. Yeah, we got a good NBA card we're going to talk about. We got 4 college games as well, and then I'll wrap up the show with 5 games on the ice. Go over to Tony'sPicks.com, use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 15% off the premium pick packages from me and DeAndre. DeAndre says team us up on the 2-for-1
Yes,
promotion.
sir.
And you can use the promo code on all the handicappers for those specific day packages, the 3 packs usually from everyone, or if they've got a discount bet, or if they've got a bigger pack as well. These ones use the promo code Tony T to save 15%, or you get the long term packages right now from DeAndre and I, and that the discount's already built into that. So
Me and Mr. Ramon about to heat up. We
okay, I
about to
hope.
heat up. We locked in. We focused. We ready to go. So let us, y'all keep showing up. We're gonna keep delivering, man. Shout out to everybody in that chat.
See, when you show up, you're like my hype man, and I'm more fired up. I mean, I feel like I'm a little, it's just me, and you're not here, and oh, let's do the show. All right, let's go.
Yes, sir, man. We about to going into this new year, man. Going into this new year, we're gonna show them why we the best, Mr. Ramon. We're gonna show them. We're gonna show them.
It's gonna be a great year here, but hey, it's gonna be a great bowl season too. I mean, we got the big games coming up this week. We'll hopefully you can stop see me here before the big playoff games here this weekend. I want to hear, but
Oh
if you're
yeah,
not,
yes, sir, yes, sir,
all
yes,
right. I
sir.
mean, I want to know about the big
I'm gonna
SEC.
be here for that Dallas and that Lions game too. Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be big too. Okay, let's get rolling. We got NBA to cover here, DeAndre, on Wednesday night here with a nice little 8 game card. And start off here. Got the Denver Nuggets taking on the Pacers here in this one. DeAndre, you got Denver here, favored on the road, -7.5. Total here, 234. Denver's been a good cover. So's Indiana for all those losses, DeAndre. They do get the money quite often. And Denver, we know sometimes they could take time off, but they're still 7-3 against the spread on the road. But the Pacers are 7-4 against the spread at home, despite that dismal record this season. They fight pretty hard and sometimes get the money. What do you think's going to happen here?
Yeah, Mr. Ramon, I think you hit it right on the head. Like you said, the Pacers, despite their record, they still 11-10 ATS. They're 7-4 ATS at home. This Denver team has lost 4 straight games at home outright. Indiana offense started to pick it up more. They scored 117 points in 3 of their last 5 games. So I trust the Pacers in this spot at home. Scoring more, playing better. So I take the Pacers, man. And I think Jamal Murray might be out of this game, so I'm gonna get down on the Pacers.
No, great point. Great point. You got to definitely throw in that injury news for sure. Yeah, I mean, uh, now this is a interconference series, but Denver has dominated, winning 10 of the last 11 matchups between the two teams. But You said it, DeAndre. Indiana here on a 6-1 spread run right now. We know Denver is hot; they're great, but can they always do? They've gone over in five straight, but I'm going to go under here in this one with Denver and Indiana. Indiana is 7-11 to the under as an underdog. For the last five meetings between the two have gone under, so I'll take the under here in this one with Denver and Indiana. DeAndre is okay with these points at home with the Pacers in this one. And if you want to comment in the chat, we'd love to have your picks or comments on our picks. If you'd like, you can tell us why you disagree, tell us why you agree. Timmy was talking about that game last night, and appreciate it, Timmy. But everyone's invited as a member of the chat All Stars to help us make the show interactive. Got right now, DeAndre, a couple dozen people here watching. So let's move on to the next one here with the Spurs taking on the Magic in this one. And look, the Spurs have been just fine without Wemby here. It's almost like, I think that shows how good they are as well as they played here without him. They're coming off of a nice win there over Memphis, but it is back to back. It should be noted for the Spurs. They won that game, DeAndre, 126 to 119 in overtime. Memphis did play well. It was a really good game, but the Spurs just kind of pulled away there kind of late there last night. Magic coming into this one, DeAndre, they've been hot. 3 wins in a row over the Sixers, the Pistons, and the Bulls.
Yeah, the Spurs on the back to back, they got the win in the cover against the Grizzlies at home. But I think it's a bad spot for them having to travel. They're 3-5-1 ATS away on the road. The Magic have won 8 of their last 10 games. They covered in 7 of their last 10. And ever since Paolo Banchero got injured, the Magic have been playing better basketball. Desmond Bain scored 30 in back-to-back games. So I'll be on the Magic in this spot. I see this line went up.
You'll lay it with the Magic, you say, DeAndre? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll lay it with the Magic.
Yeah, from 6.5 to 8. I think the certainly the back-to-back maybe have something to do with that, and also McLaughlin. Did he play in the? He's questionable here again, and Castle's still not back too. But I don't know. It is an interesting move there. That it has gone up. I mean, the Spurs are, doing a nice job. But you're right. On the road, they're a little bit not quite there yet, but they're a pretty good dog, 4-2 ATS. I'm going to look to the total here, but I do like the over in this one with the Spurs and the Magic. Orlando's gone over in 7 of their last 8. DeAndre, they're 13-8 to the over this season, and the Spurs have gone over in 10 of 15, including 6 of 9 on the road. So I've got an over here in this one with the Spurs and the Magic. DeAndre says, go ahead and lay it tonight with the Orlando Magic. You're saying they, without talking about Banchero, you're not down on Banchero long term, are you? Once he returns.
I mean, at the beginning of the season, man, Banchero was playing a lot of one-on-one basketball, man. The Magic wasn't covering. The Magic wasn't winning. Paolo was playing one-on-one basketball, and since he's been injured, like I said, they've been playing better, Mr. Ramon. I'm not down on him, but I hope he's on the bench watching and seeing that they play better together.
Oh, okay, yeah. While he's on the bench here now, yeah, maybe he can take over a game too, though. We know that.
Yeah, of course. Baby Brian.
Yeah, you said it right. Let's move on here to Portland here on the road, taking on the Cavs. Portland's on a 3-game losing streak here, DeAndre. Losses to the Spurs, OKC, and last night they lost at Toronto, 121 to 118. And now they got to get out of Canada and come on down here and take on the Cavs. We know the Cavs have been crummy against the spread this season. Maybe they have been overrated. They did pull off a win the other night at Indiana to snap a 3-game losing streak. But you have a Portland team, DeAndre, 10-3 against the spread this season as an underdog, and Cleveland's just been dismal in every category pretty much. 6-13 ATS is a favorite, 3-9 ATS at home.
Yeah, Yeah, like you said, Mr. Ramon. I want to take this Portland team as a dog. They covered the night versus a good Raptors team out there in Toronto. It's a back to back, but this Cleveland team is still 3-9 ATS at home. They covered last game on the road against the Pacers, but I think it's just too many points. With the Blazers and the Cavs have a lot of injuries.
Yeah, for sure. Here in this one, DeAndre Drew Holiday, questionable here for Portland. For Cleveland, Sam Merrill's out. Allen's been out with that busted finger here for a few days now. Nance, he's out of this game as well for Cleveland. So they do have does feel like the injury bug's a little more on the Cleveland side here in this one. And yeah, I mean, look, like I said, I mean, Portland been a dynamite cover and as a dog, and man, Cleveland just, I don't know if it's overrated, but here you are laying another 10. I see even 10 and a halves out there. Give DeAndre another half a point. It looks like almost industry wide here at this point.
Backdoor cover.
Backdoor cover. uh, Uh, Give me the over in this one, DeAndre. You got Portland here, 14-7 to the over this season. They've gone over in 12 of their last 18. Cleveland is kind of an under team, but you see the total is already, you see at 238. It was 236 and a half. I think the move is correct here, and I'm going to take the over in this one with Portland and Cleveland. DeAndre likes those points on the road, so I'll go over. DeAndre says take the 10 and a half here with the Blazers. All right, DeAndre, the Clippers here, they're going to try to get one somehow. Maybe tonight will be the night. They're on a big losing streak here, unfortunately. My Clippers, DeAndre, reminds me of the old days, DeAndre. The Clippers used to, you said your age, but they, the Clippers is kind of sucked over the year. They used to be really bad every year, but they've lost 5 in a row here right now, including 5 in a row against the spread here. DeAndre, at least Atlanta has won 2 of their last 3. They are coming in off of a loss to the Pistons in a low-scoring game, 99-98. So, oh man, these Clippers, what a joke.
Yeah, man. This Clippers team is bad, but let's get into it, man. The Hawks competed in their last game versus the Pistons. They was getting a bunch of points, and like Mr. Ramon said, they only lost by 1. Clippers are just bad at home, on the road. They lost their last 3 games by 17, 17, and 15 on the road. Last time we seen these two teams play on November 10th, the Clippers was laying 4.5, and the Hawks won outright, 105-102. So I'll take the Hawks at home. I'll live with the Hawks.
All right, DeAndre said lay it with the Hawks here, -3. I almost don't mind the Clippers in the spot. It's just that I don't want to embarrass myself and make a pick on them. I don't know if that's a good excuse, but no, man, the Clippers. This is really bad here right now, and for the Hawks here, look, covered they've covered a few here of late. Like I said, the wins over Cleveland and Philadelphia. I'm going to go under in this game. 8 of the last 12 meetings between the two have gone under. I think both teams are kind of over teams right now, but with the Clippers here on the road, I know they gave up 140 to Miami, but I don't know if they're going to give all that up here. They've mostly been a team that I like to go under with, but I'm going to go under here a little bit against the trends, I think. And DeAndre says take the Hawks here, lay 3 points, just 3 to the
Just
low
3.
Clippers. And it's one thing to be like a bad team where you don't have the personnel, right? But it's another when you have, multi-million-dollar players and can't get it going. Mr. Weskers is here. Look what he said.
There you go, Mr. Weskers. There you go.
Back when they had Sterling, they were the worst franchise in basketball for decades, it felt like. All right. Next up. All right, DeAndre, the Charlotte Hornets are going to take on the New York Knicks, and the Knicks here coming in. You already said it. You were on a game involving them last night, so you've probably seen it pretty well. The Knicks lost to Boston, 123-117. You had uh, the Celts in that one, so they're on the back to back. Charlotte had won two in a row, and then they lost to Brooklyn. Come on, you can't do that. So, what do you got here, DeAndre? You got the Knicks here favored only by 9.5, and I say it like that, but 237 here. I don't want to put the words in your mouth.
Yeah, Knicks coming off a road loss to Boston. The Hornets coming off a loss to the Nets. They were laying points on the road. The Knicks are terrible on the road. But the Knicks are 10-1 ATS at home.
Oh
They
my
play
God,
their best ball at home. The
that's
Hornets
right.
lost by double digits to the Nets as favorites. The Hornets are 1-9 ATS on the road. The Hornets leading scorer was the rookie that they drafted. I don't want to mess his name up and make myself look dumb.
Con
So
Canepa. Con
yeah,
Canepa.
him. So
Like him, huh? Do you like him?
yeah, I like him. I like him. I like him. But I'm a live with the Knicks here. I trust the Knicks at home.
Yeah, I mean, come on, look, this record. I mean, it's hard to deny right now the Knicks and this home spread record, right? Not 10-1. Did you say, DeAndre? Right now, I mean, that's hot.
10-1
But
ATS at home.
wow,
The Knicks are
yep,
10-1 ATS at home this year.
boy, uh, that's hot. And uh, look, let's see, Lamelo probable here. Trey Mann out, Connaughton out, Miller out. That's running deep here a little bit on these injuries too with Charlotte right now. Those are just a short-term injuries, so they're coming. They are coming in this game a bit short-handed. It feels like for sure in this one. And Charlotte never beats the Knicks. Also, they're just 1-7 the last eight, and 2-6 against the spread in those 8 games. So yeah, I see what you're doing there for sure. All right, let me take a look here at my total in this one with Charlotte taking on the Knicks here on Wednesday night. DeAndre, I got to go under here in this one with Charlotte. They're 5-12 to the under as an underdog. I know the Knicks are a little bit over, but they've played a few unders here of late. I know the Celtics game went over, but they were on an under streak before that in their games that they were winning. You said they're going to win and get the money. Well, when they won and got the money in the last 4 games prior to the Boston game, it went under. And then yesterday it went over. So I'm going to go with the under. That's how I do it. That's how
Yes,
you do it.
sir.
Yeah. Okay. And it is 237 there in that one. And DeAndre says, go ahead and lay it with it. And let's see. Ron Jeff, hello.
Hello,
Two.
Ryan Jeff.
Mm-hmm. And did Brunson had a off night here last night, he says? Okay. But maybe good for a bounce back, because I think what Ron Jeff might be saying. Okay, next up, DeAndre, we've got here the Nets. They're going to take on the Bulls. Bulls favored by 8, and the total 232 here in this one, DeAndre. You got for the Nets here, still 4-16 right now. Bulls, though, at least the Nets won their last game, as we mentioned, in that victory there over Charlotte. For the Bulls right now, DeAndre, they can't stop the bleeding here right now with 4 straight losses and a long streak of not covering the spread here right now. They've pretty much wiped out all those early season victories.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you said, the Nets coming off a home outright win. It was a nice spot for them against the Hornets. Michael MPJ played a good game. But I think this is a bad spot for them. I think everybody seen the Nets get the backdoor, well, get the cover against the Hornets. Everybody see that the Bulls haven't been covering the spread, so everybody gonna be over the Nets in this one. But I'm here to tell you that the Bulls play good at home. They're 5-2-1 ATS. Eight of the Bulls' last 10 games been on the road, so that's why they haven't been covering. That's why we seen them lose to certain teams that they shouldn't lose to. But I think this is a good spot to bag them in front of their home crowd. They got some bad losses on the road, but I trust them at home where they play their best ball at.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, a lot of people are going to look at that spread record as a favorite this year, which isn't favorable to the Bulls. I know you know that, but you say here you got a chance against a real weak sister here.
Yeah.
You're desperate for a win right now. If you're the Bulls, and you're laying a reasonable number here to what maybe the worst, making fun of the Clippers, but the Nets might be the worst team here. So maybe the Bulls can get back at it. And you said, I mean, there are, after all, a winning spread record at home. So I'm going to go under here in this one as well. The Nets have been a dead solid under here of late, DeAndre. They've gone under in 7 straight games, and 13 of the last 17 meetings between these two semi-frequent rivals have gone under here. So I've got another under here with the Nets and the Bulls. DeAndre says lay it here with the Bulls on Wednesday night, and the chat's starting to perk up a little bit with Mr. Weskers. He says he's got the Bull. Wait, he says Bulls lose.
Mr.
Wait,
Weskers don't know what he want to do.
and I think he's saying the Bulls lose to the Nets. I don't know how 8 is reasonable. He said, well, I get it. I mean, it's been a struggle, but I think DeAndre broke it down, what he sees in the situation there. All right, let's move on here, DeAndre, and go out west with the Kings taking on the Rockets here. Well, Kings are back to their losing ways here, DeAndre. Consecutive losses to Phoenix, Utah, and Memphis, and they didn't cover. They were underdogs in all 3 of them, and didn't win, didn't cover. So back to being the Kings. Meanwhile, you do have Houston coming in here. Yeah, they did lose at Utah. It's tough. I mean, they were an 11.5-point favorite a couple nights ago, and sometimes teams lay an egg. That was also that strange back-to-back where they played in consecutive nights. They have that a few times in the league this year. They beat Utah the night before and then had to come back and play them again as an 11.5-point favorite and lost. That snapped their 3-game losing streak. But Rockets have been a solid favorite. Still got to lay 15 here, total 231.
Yeah, like you said, we just seen this Rockets team play the Jazz and they lost, but that was on the back to back in a weird spot. And but we seen this Rockets team cover these big numbers. We seen them run the Jazz clean out the gym the first time they played. This Kings team is just hard, man. It's the first time that these two teams are gonna face off. This Rockets team is a good basketball team. The Kings, I'm a fade them, man. I try to take the Kings in certain spots. At home versus the Grizzlies, there was like 3.5 dogs. They didn't cover. Only 2 covers we seen this Kings team really get was versus the Nuggets and I think versus the Timberwolves. I think, but besides that, they only really got 2 good covers on the road. I'm gonna live with the Rockets. I think the Rockets are far better.
Okay.
Rocket like to shoot threes. The King team don't really shoot threes, so I'm gonna be on the Rockets.
Yeah, the Kings are still 6-12. ATS is a dog this season. Rockets are 10-6 against the spread as a favorite. They've covered 7 of their last 10, and the Kings have dropped 10 of their last 13 to the number. So I've got another under here. I can't stop. I can't stop going under. Kings have gone under in 7 of their last 9. Houston's gone under in 5 of their last 6. It is kind of an over series long term, but I'm going to go with the under here in this one. Both teams putting together some unders. So give me the under 231. DeAndre says lay it here, lay 15 points with the Rockets in this one. And let's see in the chat, Mr. Wesker's on the Rockets here, and Senna figured out's here. He's got a bunch of plays here. Thank you, Senna. Really appreciate that. If you're going to type in that many characters, I'm gonna show it on the screen here for sure.
Shout out Center. He like the Pacers. He like the Hornets. He like the Nets. He like the Kings. He like the Mavs, the Devils, the Sharks, Steve Austin, Louisville. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Senna. Okay, Stephen F. Austin. Remember Steve Austin? That was the $6 million man, DeAndre. I don't know if you remember. You wouldn't remember that, but all right, here
You
we
got a
go.
basketball team named after him? You gotta be. Gosh.
Yeah, we're up. Uh, all right,
The
here we go.
GOAT.
Let's take a look at this one here with the Pistons taking on the Bucks on Wednesday night. You got Detroit coming in here, DeAndre. Back to winning ways here. A couple of wins in a row, beating Miami and beating Atlanta. Meanwhile, for Milwaukee, it's been a little funky. We talked about when Giannis was out and they were playing pretty well, but all of a sudden now there's starting to come back down to earth with some losses, but he is probable in the game here. And the Bucks are a home underdog because the Pistons are pretty hot, pretty awesome.
Yeah, man. What my boy at, man? He a diehard Pistons fan, but
Hey, yo, D.
he know what I'm gonna do in this spot, man. I'm gonna fade the Pistons in this spot.
Oh,
Detroit is 1-4 ATS their last 5 games. This is kind
oh,
of a revenge spot for the Bucks. The Bucks are 6-6 ATS at home. This is a tough spot for them to compete, but we know Giannis, man. He don't like to lose. He's a competitor. Uh, I think everybody gonna be on the Pistons in this game because they seen the Bucks lose to the Wizards, but I think this is a get up spot for the Bucks. We know this Bucks team for being a top team in the East, and the Pistons, right? The Pistons done stole their shine, so I don't think that's gonna be okay with Giannis. I think that this Bucks team they're gonna get up for this spot.
DeAndre, Detroit's lost 13 of the last 14 games against the Milwaukee Bucks. No matter how good they are this year, it's not like they don't play quite a bit, and Detroit's been on the rise over these last, year or two or three, and they're just at their peak right now. But still, this has been a bit of a hurdle for them. It's just that the Bucks obviously are struggling too, having lost 8 of their last 9, and they're not really covering as well. And Detroit's been hot, but again, you're getting Giannis in this lineup here. 5 straight meetings between these two teams have gone over, but I'm gonna do another under, DeAndre. I'm taking the under here at 230. I guess I'm just gonna go under in almost every game. That's 5 in a row, but gotta stick with my numbers here in this one. Uh, with this series here as well. So I'll take the under here in this one. It's actually gone over in, like I said, in 5 straight, but I'm taking the under tonight. DeAndre says take the Bucks at home plus the points against the Pistons.
Yeah, I
And
like Carmelo Anthony son for Syracuse. Mr. Whiskers. I like Melo's son. Kyan.
right, here's the Heat taking on the Mavs in the final game of the card here. We're done early at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. Got Miami coming in here 14-7, coming in here off of a win against the Clippers at home. They've been hot, but haven't been covering, especially as a favorite. Meanwhile, for Dallas, consecutive wins here against the Clippers and against Denver. You mentioned Con Kneppel of Charlotte, but Cooper Flag's looking all of a sudden. He is really starting to look very, very polished and comfortable right now. It's going to be a good race for the Rookie of the Year, actually. What do you see here, DeAndre, with the Heat on the road, favored by 4?
Yeah, I gotta give it to y'all, man. We know this Mavericks team, and they kind of coming together. They got the undrafted guy, Nimhard. He's playing good right now. He's looking good. He's playing good ball. But man, I feel like I got the perfect cap in this game, man. This is flat out a revenge spot for the Mavericks. They played the Heat November 24th, and they lost by 4, 106-102. The Heat was laying 7.5, so the Mavericks got the backdoor cover. But the Mavericks have covered their last 4 games. The Heat failed to cover their last 4 games, and then the Heat been at home since November 24th. So now they're finna hit the road and play their first road game since the last time they played the Mavericks at home. So we've seen this Mavericks team be competitive lately. I'm gonna be all over the Mavericks in this one.
Okay. DeAndre likes those points at home with Dallas. Yeah, they'd have to reverse form a little bit. Miami's still been a good road cover at 6-3 ATS, and Dallas is 5-8. But yeah, maybe Dallas we're starting to see a little bit of progress here with those consecutive covers from Dallas. I mean, they've got a lot of work to do. They need to prove themselves just as a capable team of trying to find their way back into the playoff chase at this point. But again, 10-6 ATS as a dog for Dallas. You got them at home here, so I'm going to take the under again. Of course, DeAndre. I did have two overs in there with you, but I'm going to go under this time with Dallas. They've gone under in 6 of their last 8 games right now, and even though Miami's been kind of an over team, they are just 5 overs and 5 unders as a favorite. So I have another under here tonight. Give me the under with Miami and Dallas. DeAndre says take the points with the Mavs, and thank you to the chat in there. And Cinna figured out DeAndre, this will be over your head here, maybe. I think that's what Cinna figured out. You don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, here's Andrew. Thank you.
How you
Nice.
doing, Andrew?
Mr. Wesker's liking the Heat, but Cinna also says he'll take the Mavs in a parlay.
Let's go, Senna.
All right, DeAndre, good job there. Thank you, chat, for some great comments. We're going to move to some college basketball action here for Wednesday. We're going to look at 4 games, including some early. Hey, you guys are up with us. Some of you are up here as early as 3:30 in the morning. DeAndre 2:30. I'm out here in Las Vegas at midnight, so we got to show one of these early starts. DeAndre's going to wake up here in just a few hours to watch Tennessee Tech take on Lipscomb here. Should note to everyone 2 early starts on the added board tomorrow at noon Eastern and 9 a.m. Pacific, and this is one of them with Tennessee Tech here on the road taking on Lipscomb. You got Lipscomb here, DeAndre. They're going to be favored by 10.5 in this one. They come in a 500 record, 4-4. Tennessee Tech coming in here 3-5, but it's Lipscomb that's hot here right now. They've won 3 straight over Western Carolina, Marshall, and Southeast Missouri. So a little bit of noise here from Lipscomb.
Yeah, Lipscomb looked like they turned it around. Like you said, they won their last 3, but they took some tough L's on the road. Both teams play with a lot of pace. Tennessee Tech is terrible at defending the 3, and Lipscomb take a lot of threes. So I'll lay the points here with Lipscomb at home in front of their home crowd. I think Lipscomb should be able to score and go on enough runs to cover the spread.
All right, Lipscomb there, DeAndre, lay those points.
Yes, sir.
Yep, with 10.5 here in this one with Lipscomb at home. I can't disagree with you here. I'm thinking it might be a bit of a blowout, but I'm going to take a look at the total here, give our viewers a little extra something here in this one. And I don't know, for me here with these two, I see a Lipscomb team that I agree, DeAndre. They could be the way I see this one is I have them. Like I said, I kind of agree with you, so I'm going to go over here. I think Lipscomb can put up a big number here actually in this game. So give me the over here with Lipscomb and Tennessee Tech. But I think DeAndre said it well, and I kind of agree there. Thanks to let's see what the chat here is. Oh, got a couple of. Senna figured out wants to take Louisville today. We're going to take a look at another game here right now, and the board here with Louisiana Tech is on the road, taking on Georgia Southern here in this one closely rated contest with Georgia Southern favored here by 1 point, and the total here, DeAndre, at 145 here in this one with Georgia Southern at home here against Louisiana Tech. What did you see here?
Yeah, this is a true home game for Georgia Southern. LA Tech been bad on the road. Georgia Southern is staying at home. LA Tech been better at home than they have been on the road. Georgia Southern coming off a win. Now they're right back at home to play another game. LA Tech have some bad losses out on the road. So I take Georgia Southern at a nice price at
Okay.
home.
Taking the Eagles here at home to win this game over Louisiana Tech. Yeah, Louisiana Tech's been definitely winning some games here. They played back-to-back games against Indiana State. They lost, and then they got them back in revenge. But interestingly, they didn't cover either of them. They were doing a little. It was a home and home there, but then they beat Alcorn. But still, Louisiana Tech, a couple of away games so far, they failed to cover the spread. I'm going to go over here in this one, DeAndre, despite the fact that we've seen some unders so far between these two teams. I prefer the over with this matchup between Louisiana Tech and Georgia Southern. DeAndre says take Georgia Southern in this one. All right, we're staying here back to the extra board here right now with the Southern Miss on the road on Radford. Radford's favored at home here against Southern Miss. They're favored by 2.5 here in this one, DeAndre, and the total here is 152.
Yeah, I'll take Radford at home. This team got some good wins. I think it's a nice spot for Radford at home. Southern Miss coming into this game looking good too, but they have some tough road losses. Southern Miss is defending the three terribly. Radford shoot a lot of threes in that home in front of their home crowd. I think they by them shooting a lot of them, I think that they can get a few of them to drop in. And I'll take it here with Radford. I'll let it.
Okay, well, they better. Radford's on a losing streak here, sure, right now. 3-6 overall, but they've won 3 of 4 home games, and Southern Miss is 0-3 on the road so far, and 1-3 uh, uh, ATS, I think, overall. Let's see, 2-3 ATS overall. Radford's looking for that cover, but they are favored after all in this game. So I'm going to go over with these two for sure. So far, Southern Miss has gone over on the road, and they're 2-1 to the over as a dog, and Radford's leaned to the over here as well. Southern Miss does have 3 consecutive wins over Western Carolina, North Florida, and UT Martin, averaging in those games 80 points per game. So I'm going to go over here with Southern Miss and Radford. DeAndre says lay 2.5 here with Radford at home against Southern Miss. All right. And one more we're going to look at here with DeAndre tonight, and it's going to be Southern Illinois here on the road taking on High Point. And High Point's a 10.5 point favorite here in this one, DeAndre, over Southern Illinois.
Yeah, High Point is good on defense. We seen High Point cover these big spreads. They've been running teams out the gym. They play fast. They're at home. I think this should be a good game for High Point. I think that the crowd should show up for them. So I'll live with High Point in this spot.
Okay. DeAndre will lay 10.5 points here. High Point is 4-1 against the spread at home so far this season. Southern Illinois 1-3 against the spread as an underdog. You said they like to go fast here. Look at this total, 161. It's going over, I think, DeAndre. I think I agree with exactly what you said. I mean, look at the High Point during this winning streak, averaging over 90 points per game in this 4-game winning streak right now. So I got to agree with you here, well, at least tempo-wise, and I'm going to go over in this one, 161 with Southern Illinois and High Point. DeAndre says lay it with High Point here. All right, DeAndre, great job taking a look at the basketball card here for Wednesday. Appreciate you joining me. I'll roll off a few hockey games here for the rest of the show and tell us what's going on, and going to keep the winning ways going here on Wednesday night. You and
Yeah,
I.
yeah. Like I said, man, I hit my last 5 plays. I hit my best bet today with the Celtics. Just looking to get on the hot streak, man. I got a bunch of plays loaded up, NFL, college basketball, NBA, whatever you're looking for. So if you're trying to get some early steam before the lines start dropping, then here's the time to check me out and give me a chance. I hope y'all ain't forgot about me, So I'm still loaded up and ready to go on a run. So y'all just gotta trust me. Y'all keep showing up. We're gonna keep delivering. I appreciate all the love, all the support. Shout out to Mr. Ramon. Pair us up 2 for 1. Cap a deal. Use the code Tony T at checkout. Just gonna keep trying to attack the board, see the board, and print money going into the new year. So it's a money making Wednesday, man. Y'all check me out at Tony'sPicks.com, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out Timmy Two Shoe, Senna, Andrew, Mr. Weskers, Ryan, Cal Dog. If y'all missed the show, missed the segment, they break our videos down into videos and any game you want to go watch, go check it out. So night moves, man. Appreciate all y'all love and support, man. For real.
All right, DeAndre,
Um,
there's all your games ready to go. You got 5 basketball games tomorrow.
yes, sir, man. So like I said, if y'all trying to check it out, y'all want some good plays, man. Check me out, man. Use the code Tony T at checkout for 15% off. I got my best bet already loaded in, so y'all go check me out. Let's make it a winning day. DeAndre, what's your Twitter? My Twitter is I'm gonna type it in the chat before I get off, man. Good luck, everybody.
Thank
Night
you,
moves. Good luck,
DeAndre.
Mr.
Good
Ramon.
to see you. Appreciate it. We'll catch you again here on our show, Night Moves, here on the Tony's Picks YouTube
Yes,
channel.
sir. We'll be back breaking down that Cowboys game. So, like I
Okay.
said, man, good luck, everybody.
Thank you, DeAndre Stevenson, everybody joining us here tonight on Night Moves. All right. And I'm going to get to the hockey games here, and we'll get Mr. 4600 taken care of as well. I know I follow DeAndre on X. I'm pretty sure. Yep. Yeah, I do. That's how I get in touch with him. All right. Appreciate it. And we'll get here going with the rest of the card. I'm going to look to, there it is. There's DeAndre's. There it is. Yep. Okay, I'm going to take a look at the hockey card here now for Wednesday night. We got a 5-game pack here after the action here on Tuesday night. Man, we brought home some winners, didn't we, last night here on Night Moves? We had the Ottawa Senators in that game against Montreal. They came out and blistered them there with a lot of goals, and Ottawa got that road win. They were a slight favorite. We took them. We also had the Bruins on the puck line. Somehow they got it done after trailing big, but they ended up losing by 1 there. I think it was 4-3. So we had a winner there on the show last night. And we also brought home the winner here on Night Moves with the under in the Canucks and the Avalanche game. And we also had the Wild on the road against Minnesota as a big underdog there, but plus $1.25, $1.30 or so. Modest underdog, I should say, but still on the road. It 1-0. The Wild got that one yesterday for a winner here on the show. We also had Toronto as an underdog yesterday, another $1.30 or so underdog in that game against Florida. We had the Blackhawks on the puck line against the Golden Knights and that inflated price, and we had the Caps on the road against the Kings. So we pretty much had a pretty good card, I'd say there. Let's look at the action here for Wednesday night with 5 games on tap here. Let's get right to it and start it off here with, oops, timeout. I had the other games lined up here with DeAndre, so let me make sure I get the right graphics here loaded up and started off here with the Stars taking on. Oh, hold on, folks. Stand by. All right, here we go. Might have to just do it on the fly here. I don't know if these things didn't save or what. Pardon me. All right, Stars and Devils here. Devils minus $1.15, and the total here 6 under at minus $1.25 or so. And let's make it 6 under 15. There we go. All right, I'll have to figure out what's going on here. And we were talking about the goalies in there, and I'm all of a sudden I don't have them up there because of the. I'll try to clear it up here though real quick. Okay, here we go. I'll just have to go with it like this. All right, Stars taking on the Devils here. The Stars had their 4-game winning streak snapped uh, last out here on uh, Tuesday night when they took on the Rangers and lost that game in overtime 3-2 to snap their winning streak here coming into this one. New Jersey, meanwhile, are off of a pair of losses to Philadelphia and Columbus coming into this one. Dallas has been pretty hot here of late. Of course, they're one of the best road teams in the league right now, but New Jersey's practically the best home team in the league. So it's a clash of titans here a little bit with Dallas coming in 17-5-5, New Jersey 16-9-1. So pretty good matchup here for sure between two of the better teams in the league here so far this season. You have New Jersey here. I think they're 9-2-2 here at home coming in right now. And meanwhile, Dallas coming in with that outstanding road record of 9-1-4. So, like I said, pretty good matchup here. 9-2-1. I'm sorry for New Jersey, 9-2-1, but still, you get the point. Dallas is 4-2 to the over as an underdog this season. Man, this is a closely rated matchup between these two. Like I said, good teams here. Dallas has won 4 of their last 5 overall coming in. They've actually won 8 of the last 11 meetings between the two teams. Also, Dallas has won 5 straight meetings here in New Jersey, including 4-2 in last year's matchup here. So, look, they do well here, no doubt, but New Jersey is still a strong home team right now. So, this would be a good game. Feels like the game of the night on this card for sure. So, I think for me here, though, I'm going to go ahead and take New Jersey in this one to get it done. Going to be a good matchup for sure. But at this price with New Jersey at home, good game, closely rated. But I'm going to take the Devils here in this one. All right, and let's see. Oh, you got DeAndre. He's gonna look out. This is DeAndre. So here we go. He's 1-0 on night moves in his hockey plays. So hot road team, hot road home team. Oh, I didn't even look, and DeAndre and I are agreeing there. All right. And next up, man, I'm really bummed about this. I don't know what happened to my hockey lines here. All right, the Sabres are going to be on the road here in this one, taking on the Flyers. Flyers minus $1.15, the total. 6 flat. Feels like 6 flat. And yeah, the Flyers just a slight favorite at home right now. Flyers are 14-8-3 right now, although they are coming in here off of a loss to Pittsburgh. They got blasted. Actually, we were on the Penguins in that game, but that snapped the Flyers' 3-game losing streak. They had beaten Florida, the Islanders, and New Jersey. For Buffalo, meanwhile, they come in here having won 2 in a row over Minnesota and Winnipeg, but they've been pretty bad on the road this season. Just a record here coming in on the road for Buffalo of 2 wins, 6 losses, and 2 overtime losses there. So you got Philadelphia coming in here pretty strong at home with a record at home of 8 wins, 8-4-2 coming in, and they've been a good favorite as well, 6-2 as a favorite here for the Flyers. These two teams have not met yet this season, but they do meet frequently. So Buffalo actually has, let's see here, gone over in 13 of the last 16 matchups between these two teams. 5 straight matchups between these two teams here in Philadelphia have gone over, but Buffalo's gone under in 5 straight games here right now. So I think the trends are kind of conflicting here. I better just rely on my numbers here in this one. So I'm going to grab the Sabres here, actually, here in this one at minus $1.05. I'm going to take Buffalo in this one. All right, Timmy's on the Flyers. Mr. Miho says, oh, he was on that back on that Stars game, yeah. All right, next up, got the Jets on the road. A lot of these are great betting. Sometimes we have some one-sided games right on the ice, but man, all these games are practically pick'em games here tonight, right down the line. How about the Canadians on the road? At home here against the Winnipeg Jets. Canadians are about $1.15, 6 over 20 here in this one. Winnipeg 13-12 here right now, and for Montreal, 13-9-3. Montreal off consecutive losses at Colorado. They also lost at Ottawa. Got beat up pretty good actually in those games for Winnipeg here. They come in off of a loss to Buffalo, 5-1. But Montreal is on the back-to-back after that loss last night. Like we said, at home, Ottawa got all those goals there yesterday. So these two teams have not met yet this season, and Winnipeg did grab them both, I believe. Yeah, grabbed them both there last year, including 4-1 here in Montreal. So so far, Winnipeg is 0-6 as an underdog. I guess they're technically still an underdog, even though it is closely rated. Montreal 8-5 as a favorite, but the Canadians here are having some woes again. We know they can score goals. I mean, there's no question Montreal can score, but it's been kind of some inconsistent goaltending between Davish and Montembeault here. But for Montreal, they've lost 7 of their last 10 games. Winnipeg's lost 5 of their last 6 games coming into this one. Winnipeg's gone over in 5 of their last 7 on the road. Montreal's been a monster over. 15 of their last 17 games have gone over, including 8 of their last 9 at home. However, 5 of the last 7 meetings between these two teams have gone under. But man, Montreal scores a lot of goals, don't they? So I'm going to go with the over here in this one. Man, Montreal 10-3 to the over at home so far. My computer is actually saying to go under in this one. I like my computer ratings, but I'm going to override it here with these two and take the over in this one. Winnipeg, you talked about that 0-6 record as an underdog, and yeah, they do trend over for sure. 8-6 to the over on the road, and mentioned their little streak of overs here as well in 7 of their last 10. But they are 3 over and 3 under as a dog. But still, I got to take the over with Montreal. They're just scoring a lot of goals. They're giving up plenty of goals too. Don't get me wrong. They've given up 12 goals in the last 2 games. So they've actually been held to just 4 goals in those 2 games. But give me the over in this one. Here's the thing, right? I mean, with all now the Jets don't really not a heavy over team, but I just feel like with we've talked about it here over the last few weeks. Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, how they're all going over. So I give it 2 Canadian teams. I'm going over. All right, let's see what you guys have here in this one. And there's Timmy. Okay, I'm just going with Timmy here on the over there. All right, and so does Mr. 4600. I'll veto that computer. And yeah, with Comrie. Okay, Comrie says there's no reason to think Comrie. Yeah, no reason to think Comrie is going to keep it under here with him in goal here right now, and for the Jets right now, Comrie coming in here with a 3.12 goals against average, and if it's Sam in there, I think Sam was listed. I put my goalies in there. I did my research thing. I don't know what's going on here with my banners, but that's all right. I'm going over in this one. All right, just a couple more here on Night Moves. Really appreciate you joining me and DeAndre here tonight. And I've got the Mammoth here on the road. Another close one here. They're taking on the Ducks. Mammoth minus 115. The total six here in this one. And let's take a look at this matchup. You got the Ducks here, man. 16-9-1. What a run it's been for the Ducks right now, but still can't seem to gain favoritism in this one. I am showing some books have them as a favorite, but also the sharp books. I'm going to call it a pick 'em right now. The sharp books are favoring the Mammoth, and the uh, uh, public books, the square books, kind of have the Ducks as the favorite here in this one. I'm going to call it a pick 'em here. Take your choice here. Looks like, I mean, no matter what, it's still going to be closely rated. Utah coming in here 12-12-3, but they're on a 4-game losing streak here to Montreal, Dallas, St. Louis, and San Jose. It's a fourth straight road game here for Utah. Anaheim, I mean, they've been terrific so far this season. They're coming in off of a road win at St. Louis, 4-1. They've also beating at home recently the Kings 5-4. They beat VGK at home. They've been terrific at home with the 9 wins so far this season at home for the Ducks, and they're in first place right now. 9-3 at home is what they're up 6 units already at home so far this season. Meanwhile, for Utah, they're in fifth place in the Central Division on the road. They're 5-9-2 so far this season. They're down 6.25 units. So I'm not sure. It looks like a pretty good price to me. I got to take the Ducks here in this one. Give me Anaheim. For sure. Maybe this is a spot. I don't know. I don't have it as the spot necessarily on the road for this Utah team, but I got to take Anaheim in this one, man. All right, one more here out west, and let's take a look here with the Caps. Hey, I had the Capitals last night, as I said here on the show, over the Kings on the road, but they're going to be on the back-to-back here, going to San Jose to take on the Sharks. The Capitals come in here 16-9-2 right now, and on a big winning streak again. They're starting to have shades of last year a little bit right now. Everybody wanted to say it was a fluke a little bit, and that maybe this year they'd kind of come back down, but all of a sudden here they come with a big time winning streak into San Jose. Yeah, they're out here on the road a little bit. Third straight road game here. They played the Islanders. It wasn't I believe they did go back home and then hit the road to come out here to LA. No, they didn't. I think they came straight out here. Hit the road and won the game in LA. The defense and the goaltending's been exceptional. They're getting plenty of goals here as well, doing a great job. And they're $1.45 on the road here. They're 7-4-1 on the road this season for San Jose. Meanwhile, fourth place in the Pacific, doing a good job, man. At home, they're up 6.5 units this year. They're in off of a win here over Utah at home, 6-3. They've also beaten Vancouver at home here, 3-2, and Boston at home 3-1. Although they have been busy going home road, but back-to-back home games, or not back-to-back nights, but they were at home in that last game against San Jose, so against Utah. So San Jose's done a real nice job this year, no doubt about it, and I think they're probably going to be pretty live in here actually against the Caps. It feels like this one could end up just being a little bit short because of the back-to-back, but I'm going to take the under here actually in this one between Washington and San Jose tonight. Washington pretty steady under here of late. Washington's actually gone under here in, let's see, 7 of their last, I want to say, let me cut it down a little bit here. I'm just going to say three straight unders right now. I think they've gone under in about, I'm ballparking this actually. My notes were bad, but I think it's maybe 7 of the last 10. I know San Jose here under in 10 of their last 13. 6 of the last 8 meetings between these two teams have gone under. San Jose's actually lost 6 of the last 7 years at home against Washington. Last year it was Washington in here 5-1, and San Jose did win, however, at Washington 2-1. I'm taking the under in this one with Washington and San Jose. All right, and Timmy's going with the over in that late game. Oh no! Timmy says they're on a long road. Yeah, a long trip. I mean, this is only the third game I think right now for Washington on this trip, but they're not done. So, all right, that's it. I'm done. I'm done here on Night Moves for Wednesday, and we'll be back tomorrow. Sounds like DeAndre is ready to go and to get ready for that Thursday nighter. Big Thursday nighter between the Lions and the Cowboys. Right off of Thanksgiving there a little bit. So there's that angle. And we'll be back tomorrow to discuss also NBA, college basketball, and some NHL as well as we head into the championship weekend in college football here. We'll have some more answers here after the release there last night of the poll. Everybody's worried about Miami not getting in. We sure would like to see Miami get in for Mr. Wilson, if you know what I mean. Last year we couldn't rally the Hurricanes, there late in the year. So why not this year for the Canes? We got to get them in there first, though, with that crazy ACC situation. And I'd like to see James Madison find their way into this tournament somehow and maybe find a way to get a victory, an upset over one of those teams in the first round. Wouldn't that be something? But we got a lot rides on that ACC matchup. And, of course, Georgia and Alabama. Can't wait for that one. And even the small conference has got some intrigue, even though it was steam that San Diego State, despite their record against the teams that are in the game, didn't make it to the game. But it'll be a big weekend, exciting weekend, and you'll want to join me here on Night Moves. Thank you to everybody in the chat tonight as well for joining me as members of the chat all-stars, helping me out here, and DeAndre on the show. So that's going to do it. We're back tomorrow with more Night Moves, and for Tony'sPicks.com, I'm Ramon Scott. So long from Night Moves.